Hi, this is Sarah Walker from Weird Fiction Quarterly, and this is Halloween. So this month, I'm hoping that we can get more people up reading. Today, I decided that I would read a story from our King in Yellow edition that just came out. So it's all stories around the King in Yellow. They're all 500-word stories, so it's flash fiction. And this is the drawing that I did for my story, and I'm going to read it to you now. So I hope you enjoy. Mummy Yellow by Sarah Walker. The crusted over tube of paint caught his eye. He leaned down to the lower half-off shelves. The tube was sticky, but he still managed to clean it off on his pants, finally reading Mummy Yellow. He gasped, rolling the tube over for more information. Shopping at going out of business stores never failed to offer some surprises, especially in a coast town where people came to die. Tiny squiggles were below the name, most likely letters. What company had made this? He stared and focused, but he still couldn't make them out without a magnifying glass, although he did see a silhouette of a crown. And the words, Carcosa Oils. A voice interrupted his meandering. It's only $5. Sold. Later. Opening the tube proved to be a harder job than he'd anticipated. He tried soaking it in turpentine. He tried heating the top with boiling water in hopes that would work, but when that didn't even, he decided he was done for the day. He awoke after midnight to a strange taste in his mouth. Fragments of a dream where he'd been eating came back to him, and the sweet scent of sickly incense. Groggy-eyed, he wiped his lips and saw to his surprise a streak of yellow on his hand. Sitting up, he now saw that in what had to have been a sleepwalking state, he'd been able to accomplish what he hadn't been able to awake. The tube lay partly empty on the floor. Only then did he realize what he'd done. The sleep eating was getting ridiculous. Could oil paint kill you? If it had been toxic to eat, wouldn't he be dead now anyway? His stomach gurgled as if in response. He was still hungry. He leaned down and picked up the tube and sniffed it. And took a taste. It was sweet, but summer dirt lay underneath. An image of a field of red flowers, or excuse me, yellow flowers, and someone tall, so tall, and in black walking through them. But as the taste of the paint faded, so did the image. So he took another taste. Now he could see the figure again, and in a crown. It was gold, but bespeckled with strange black designs. The face was invisible, cloaked somehow by an ever-present shadow. But from its sudden stop and turn, he knew it had seen him. The taste vanished again. He began to squeeze the paint into his mouth, desperate to revisit the image. He began to claw at his eyes as his mind exploded in yellow. You say he was a painter? I guess, if you could call it that. The mover stared in doubt at the images the dead man had apparently painted before going mad and ripping out his own eyes. Was it a king, maybe? It looked like nothing but a maelstrom of yellow. He really didn't like it. He then turned and saw the oils on the work table. One in particular caught his eye, although he could never say why. A half-empty tube of yellowish brown, the words Mummy Yellow across. He touched it. You want to go eat? His partner asked. He shouted back, yeah, and he put the tube in his pocket. The end.